Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing? How are you doing, Matt?
Well, I'm alive.
Well, that's a good start.
Oh,
Yeah, you like me? You're
oh,
still breathing?
yeah, still breathing.
Still breathing.
Much to some people's annoyance, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's one or two people that like to see he's not breathing, but
Oh, yeah. Fine.
well, we've got my wonderful other half in there,
Yep.
Mr. Hawkwind. How you doing, buddy? Are you well?
All right.
And then we've got some fucker called Stream Elements. I don't know what the fuck that is.
All right. I'm sure we'll get a few more as they come in.
But yeah, we thought we'd grab ourselves another live stream while we can.
Oh, we might as well.
Absolutely. Like I said earlier on in the year, we're going to try and get these out more often. Maybe every sort of 2 or 3 weeks or so. Some might be weekends, some might be midweeks, but yay.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is. Yeah, went to see Chris Holmes last Sunday. Absolutely fantastic gig. And yeah, we did a vlog, and that's going to be up tomorrow.
Good. I shall be watching that. That should be good.
How you doing, bud? Yeah. So, I mean, all three bands were good.
I really rate Chris. I really do, especially with everything he's been through.
Cecilia, how are you doing,
Yeah, buddy. I really rate Chris. And not because of the Wasp days, may I add.
No. He's
Wasp. Yeah.
Jamie C. How you doing, bud? How's when is it that you move back over into a proper time zone?
I just personally, I think Chris was too talented for that band.
Yeah.
I honestly do.
I'll tell you something. Once you're up and walking about, we've got to go over there for a night out. That fucking bar is awesome.
Yeah.
You fucking love it. You'd absolutely cream yourself. There you got it.
From the pair of you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. It's like heaven for me.
Oh, you love it, mate.
I might try walking out.
Nice one, bud.
Yeah, any even bud who's sort of a Lemmy and Motorhead fan, it's like
Irish, how you doing, bud?
Mind you, I also think that place is a cool place just as a bar.
It is. Yeah, because the front part of the pub where the stage and that is just a regular sort of music bar, and then the Lemmy's bar is at the back end.
Yeah, I mean,
from ceiling, the lights from the ceiling. And, I forgot to take some footage of it, but the lights from the ceiling, they're done like drum shells. They're done as drum shells. That fucking looks awesome.
They must have spent some serious money in that place.
Oh yeah. Well, like I told you the other day, in the back in Lemmy's bar, they've got one of the Murder One stacks.
Yeah.
Full fucking stack.
You got a full stack. You got a couple of pairs of his boots there.
Yeah, 2 pairs of his boots.
You've got his Rickenbacker above the door for fuck's sake.
Yeah. They've got one on the outside as well, on the outside door. And they've got pictures and photographs, even going back to Rocking Vickers days.
I still listening to rock. Still listen to the Rocking Vickers.
Rocky Vickers.
Oh, Wind. Yeah, but I
Not watched any of it. A, I've not got a tele license, so I've not watched any of it on BBC. And B, it's Glastonbury. It's too corporate. It's too political. It's too middle class.
It came on, right? I was flicking through something to watch, and I saw Glastonbury. So I flicked it on, and you know what I got? Rick fucking Astley singing. I was like, nah, that's going. Fuck off. Fuck. Hey, up, G.
All right, G, how you doing, bud?
Yeah, that was no.
Yeah,
If
like
I
I
was
told
going
you
to go
earlier,
to
G,
any,
I'm recording that mixed breakdown this weekend, and that'll be up on Wednesday.
yeah. I mean, if I was going to go to I used to go to a lot of festivals. If I was to go to a festival again now, and I've been once, I'd go back to Germany and I'd go to Wacken.
Yeah, I would love to go to Wacken one year.
That place is enormous, mate. It is. It's just. It's nuts. You get people walking around dressed up as like Vikings, full Vikings with.
Yeah,
it's nuts. It's.
And I've got to admit the variety. But it's not just all the heavy extreme stuff. I mean, fucking Status Quo played there, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, they came on walking frames in hand.
Yeah. All right, David, how you doing, bud? Nice one. Now wrong with a bit of pizza.
Bit of pizza? Oh.
Well, it sounds like he had a big fucking pizza.
I can't fault you.
What are prices like at UK? It depends. If you go to the sort of arenas, you're paying fucking through the nose. But if you go to the smaller venues, you're not paying bad prices at all. I mean, we went to see Chris Holmes last week. That cost us about 18 quid.
Yeah.
A few weeks before that, we went to see Carcass with booking fees that were about 27 quid each.
Now, if you go to the other end of this, I'm going to start on Metallica again. It's getting to be a weekly rant.
Should we just rename these streams of Metallica bashing stream?
Metallica. No, if you go to the Metallica end of things, and I'm not picking on them, okay? I'm actually not. Because it's the people round them, the management, as always.
Yeah.
The price they charge for tickets is... It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're probably talking £170 to £200 for a ticket.
Oh, easy.
And the problem with that is you've got a lot of the young sort of people coming through who are into Metallica because they haven't discovered all the old crap that we listen to yet. So they want to see Metallica.
That's why we're here to educate them.
Yeah.
If we're like Gary and Craig, we're trying to educate you into some decent music.
The thing is, it's like I would sooner go see Carcass and pay to go and see Carcass. You're talking half the price, not even half the price. It's
well, let's have a look. Biohazard are doing a few dates in August, and they're only charging about the same price as Skarks, about 27. Obituary are on tour around about the same time. A few weeks later, they're charging about the same price, about 27 quid.
See, I agree with Lisa. At least you said prefer small venues. For one, it is better for me, and I know where Lisa's going with this
Yeah.
because of anxiety, which a lot of us have. You know, if you suffer with big crowds, you don't like a lot of people, or you just don't like people. Which, but you know, the worst thing is to be in a massive venue and you can't get.
We've got a
away.
Miss Sin in the house. How you doing, Jen?
Hiya, Jenny.
Have you finished? Have you finished drawing Nick several times over?
So, if you can go to a smaller venue, you're close up and up front with the band. You get to see them.
Yeah, you actually get to see what's happening.
There's more atmosphere.
Absolutely. There's always better atmosphere at smaller venues. Well, it's like that Wednesday 13 gig we went to with Jenny. Fucking atmosphere were awesome.
Yeah, I smaller gigs. But then I do. I mean, years ago, you and I both went Monsters of Rock.
Yeah.
Which I enjoyed, you know, but I don't know how my anxiety would handle that now. I think my head would wobble and fall off. But
so you thought you'd come to this boring channel?
There was nothing decent on telly, so he thought I'd come in.
Yeah. Oh, it was a good gig. I've got to admit, that was a good gig. Plus, the lady from one of the support bands had flashy boobs. Had LED boobs.
Not that we are at all being sexist. A bloke could wear them too.
Yeah.
Depending which way you know. I mean,
Yeah.
I might turn up one week with them on.
Why not? Might get us some views.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be the views.
Yes, Gary, she was a bit of a flasher.
There's nothing wrong with a flasher. Hold on a minute, that sounded really bad, actually.
Yeah, you're going to rephrase that.
Yeah. I'll put my Mac away for like.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to admit, I've always preferred smaller venues. Always.
Yeah.
Before arenas started taking off over here, I think you had basically like London Arena. Well, you had Wembley and EC.
Yeah.
So my localish. Mike.
Hiya, Mike.
Evening, buddy.
Hope you're well.
Yeah, my local
Well,
place were Sheffield City Hall, and that's a great venue.
Yeah.
And Nottingham Rock City.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, Nottingham Rock City, that when it got hot in there, the floor went sticky and the ceiling started falling on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that
place in Blackpool, that Waterloo music bar, that would say a proper old-fashioned gritty pub, where the floor in front of the stage, you fucking stuck to it.
Yeah. I still miss the old Rock City because they've done it up now.
Oh yeah.
Not being funny, they had to because it was a fire hazard. To be fair,
yeah,
it was dangerous.
Got to admit, I'd love to see Lamb of God doing their own tour. I've only seen them once, and that on the final Slayer tour. I'd like to see them in a small venue. You don't want to know what he's been doing with that arm. Because he's not been a driver, he's been a passenger. There you go. I've got you out to that one.
Yeah, I haven't been driving, Jenny. I've been driving for the past 7 months. Actually, a bit longer than that.
Well, you've been driving a Lana up the fucking
Oh,
pole.
yeah, I always drive her mad.
Yeah.
Not in the right way either.
No.
No, ever since I did my knee just after Christmas, I haven't been doing much at all. So,
Yeah. Nah, sort of. Yeah, but there's definitely some grotty venues out there, and they're the venues you want to go to.
yeah, they are far better. Yeah, the big venues for me are just. Yeah.
Yeah. Free, how you doing, buddy?
Hey up, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, and then when start, then they built sort of the Leeds Arena, Sheffield Arena, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I think the first gig we went to, but actually at Sheffield Arena was Metallica. You know, when they first started doing that diamond stage thing.
Oh, God.
Nah, atmosphere just weren't there at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the big arenas.
Oh,
I mean, they came about the big like football stadium tours and
yeah,
back in sort of the late 60s, early 70s.
yeah. When you got Motra blowing windows out in fucking old people's on fucking
But
4 miles down the road.
Port Vale, 1978.
Yeah.
Oh,
While playing at Stoke City's ground.
yeah. I just think the sad thing is the atmosphere is gone in a lot of the big stadiums.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get that atmosphere like you do in a smaller club.
No. I mean, I've seen Maiden in both City Hall and Sheffield Arena, but City Hall were a lot better.
Oh, DW's in.
DW, how are we doing, buddy? We're just
Um,
having another whinge.
yeah, just a whinge. Just a whinge and a moan.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for. We're good at it.
I mean, I've seen Maiden at obviously at Monsters of Rock.
Yeah. 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think where else I've seen them. Might have been no, it wasn't Sheffield. It was somewhere north. It must have been a good gig because I can't fucking remember.
For a good night.
The band I want to see, yeah, I've never seen them live. It would be I want to see Slipknot.
I've seen Slipknot live. That were good. That were at Arena. That were good. I've got to admit that one of the better gigs.
I would like to
gigs.
see. Yeah, Slipknot, Lamb of God, definitely.
Yeah, Lamb of God are good live. Like I said, I'd like to see him on their own tour.
I'd like to see Carcass live again.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I want to see Cradle of Filth live again.
Yeah, I'd like to go see Cradle of Filth.
I don't know. There's so many bands I could think of. How's Gary's training in music going anyway?
Well, I don't know. I've not spoken to him for a few days. I've been working.
Has he got a gold star? Has he got a gold star yet?
No.
He's not still listening to Blink 182, is he?
Exactly. It's different experience, different times.
Very, very true.
No, I'll not say no. I'm not. No, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, that Slipknot gig I went to. Luckily, it was with not the original lineup, but the sort of main original lineup with Paul Gray and Joey still in the band, 2009, and they've got Trivium and Machine Head supporting, so it was going to be a fucking good atmosphere anyway.
You see, Machine Head, I love. Trivium.
Oh, DW. Everybody needs to fucking listen to Exodus.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
And that is a fucking good album, that. New One's a good album as well.
Yeah, it is.
And I think they're on I think Gary's writing stuff for the next album already.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. It could be messy later then. Yeah, if you're on Twitch.
Oh, Jenny's.
Go and check out Jenny's Twitch channel. Does some gaming, does some drawing, does some artwork. Fucking brilliant artist.
Yeah. Very, very, very good.
Overkill. Another underrated band.
Yeah.
A very underrated band. Overkill. Only time Corn. I've only seen them at Monsters a couple of times.
I liked Korn's earlier stuff.
Yeah.
I went through that period where most of the band were either using drugs, getting off drugs, or getting on drugs.
Yeah.
And it turned into a very chaotic, depressing music.
No problem, Jenny. Yeah, I've never seen Annihilator either, G, at all.
There are a few bands out there, quite a few bands that I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I mean, Rob can be a bit of a tit at times.
Oh, Mr. Zombie.
No. Rob Flynn, Machine Head.
Oh, Rob Flynn, yeah.
But he does make some fucking good. He does come on with some good, cracking music.
Yeah, but how many people have we had like that?
Exactly.
Good example of that, Richie Blackmore.
Richie Blackmore. I mean, a lot of people like Metallica, and fucking Lars is a dickhead.
As I said before we started, I think what they did for the girl who did the bagpipes.
We stood up for that last week, bagpipes. Yeah, you
Full
can't
credit
fault them for that at all.
Full credit. It's this judgmental thing of music, you know.
Yeah, certain people want to be gatekeepers for. Oh, you can't have bagpipes in rock music, or you can't have fucking synthesizers. Oh, excuse me, fucking Bon Scott were playing fucking bagpipes in AC/DC back in fucking 70s. Fuck off.
Yeah. I people just, I don't know, they just.
Well, it's like James says, he's not even the best drummer in Metallica.
Lars Ulrich's a drummer, is he?
Apparently.
Oh.
Well, he sits behind the drum kit.
In that case, maybe somebody should tell his hands. I don't like the guy. I wouldn't rate him as one of the, up there with some of the good drummers.
No. There's been a lot better drummers out there, even just at fucking when Metallica were thrash.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, you got fucking Charlie Benante, still a fucking excellent drummer.
Ooh.
Dave Lombardo, still a good drummer.
Yeah.
Bostoff, still a fucking good drummer.
Yeah. I mean, the list of good drummers that are better than Lars Ulrich it's a long one.
Yeah. How long's a piece of string?
Joey Jordanson, not my favourite drummer personally.
No, but he was a fucking good
But
drummer.
he was a very good drummer.
Yeah, but Gary, Blink 182 had to be on drugs to play that sort of shit.
Blink 182. I thought,
if you like Blink 182, you like them. Not my personal favourite band.
They did. There was a couple of songs of theirs that actually make me laugh quite a lot. They're quite amusing. They're just sort of, I would term them under that poppy sort of style.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. I mean, people like that sort of music. And yeah, I get why they like it. It's catchy. It's not for me.
It shows the Black Death, and I don't want that.
Well, true.
Music's a very personal.
Yeah, it's all down to personal taste. Same with everything. Beer. Oh, hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? We're going to stay around for a little while. I've got something to show you in a little while. I've got something to show you in a little bit when I finish this.
Is that on camera or off camera?
No, it is family friendly. Just. But yeah, me and Matt were talking about this before the stream. We had all the thing with surround sound a few years back. What are people's views on Dolby Atmos, if you've heard of it? See what people's views are before I give my opinion.
There's nothing wrong with a 78 vinyl record and mono.
On a wind-up gramophone.
Wow.
Exactly, Eric. Exactly. Exactly.
I totally agree with Eric.
Yeah. It's like what we said. You've got 2 ears. You don't 2 speakers, 2 ears, that's all you need.
If you have a decent room and a decent amplifier, speakers.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about spending like ridiculous amounts of money. Just a decent-ish setup.
Yeah.
And the speakers are properly placed. Like, I mean, mine are. You guys can't see them, but they are. I get everything. And I've got surround sound, but I always use just stereo speakers. And that's I get all the sound I want.
It's like back in there when surround sound thing were about. Yeah, there were certain producers that did, or mix engineers that did use surround sound in studios, but then it died a death in music production about 10 years ago.
I mean, now they're coming out with this that we've got Atmos, and there's other effects they're using now in music. And some of it I'm really not liking because it makes it sound hollow and tinny and cheap. So you
There's
lose
plugins that do add that to music. These plugins that add it. You can get vinyl plugins.
I miss that. I miss the vinyl. You get more warmth from.
Yeah, it's that. It's like what we've said before. You get that natural, analog saturation.
Plus, of course, if people don't know, is if you've got a vinyl record, each groove there is more information on each groove. There's a lot more information over one track on a vinyl record than there is digitally compressed.
Yeah, we don't need to know what you're getting up in your downtime, Jenny.
Oh, no. We're young and innocent.
Absolutely.
That was two lies in one sentence.
Not just 3 words in one sentence. Yeah.
Yeah. I
that.
I mean, I've got both, Mike, as you know. I've got CDs as well. I've even got some tapes here. But my favourite stuff is on vinyl.
Yeah.
Because, for one, and this is nothing to do with audio quality, I like the album artwork.
Yeah.
Okay? I like to pick an album up, look at the sleeve, and if it's a fold-out sleeve, be able to open it up and look at the artwork that's gone into it. That might be that I'm a very sad individual. Yes, before someone says it.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty here. But I love stuff like that. And you can read, if they put the lyrics in, you can actually read the lyrics.
Yeah. Why did they put lyric sheets in?
They started doing it with CDs, didn't they? But you couldn't read it because it was that small. It was just
yeah.
You needed a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
I mean, Gary's probably a bit young for like vinyl. I could be doing Gary an injustice, of course. But I would have said Gary's more of the digital age, the CD.
Yeah, Gary's more digital age.
Yeah, and that's no disrespect to you, Gary. It's, I think vinyl, if you ever get the chance to listen to some vinyl,
some proper old vinyl, not the newer vinyl, the old vinyl.
Yeah, the older stuff, it has a sound of its own.
Going back to artwork, it's like every time I pick up Maiden somewhere in time, I see something different.
Yeah,
every fucking time.
I mean, for me, it's a lot of the Motorhead artwork.
Yeah.
Hawkwind, of course, their album covers.
Yeah, but how many chemicals were they using?
A lot.
Yeah.
But the artwork's fantastic because it is like a piece of art that you could put on the wall. I mean, then you got bands like Carcass and people like that and Napalm Death, where their artwork gets a little bit strange.
Oh, yeah.
But it does tell you about sort of the music and where they're trying to get to.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, from what I can gather with a lot of the sort of younger bands, they're sort of wanting to get back to that sort of more raw sound, that sort of not overproduced and over polished sound.
There's a man who's owned vinyl. Oh, Block. No,
Yeah,
wow, or Flutter.
exactly. Yeah, he's only 26, Eric. Gary's only 26. He's only a baby.
He's a youngster.
Yeah, he's an embryo.
We got plenty of time to corrupt him.
Absolutely.
Personally, I think. But I was going to say, I think vinyl probably sounds the best. It depends what you're listening to it on.
Yeah.
It also, I understand where Mike was
sorry, he's
coming
27. He's 27, apparently.
27 and a half. I just think digital music sounds clinical.
Yeah. I mean, I know Cicero saying ban Pro Tools. It's not necessarily the DAWs that's a problem. It's people not, or I won't say not knowing how to use the tools within those programs. It's people that wanted to, like we said before, wanted to clean up everything, make it so sterile.
Yes, Cicero, exactly, sterile. Yeah,
and it's like I've said it on these streams numerous times. Bobby Torres says it. Use things like console emulators, saturation. That's how you get that sort of excitement back into the music.
Yeah.
That, as Block said earlier, that wow and flutter. I mean, I don't know if you were here earlier, Cicero, but I'm recording a mix breakdown of a song I've recently mixed up. Matt's heard it. G that's in chat, Big G's heard it. I've had some good feedback off that mix, and there's a lot of saturation in that mix. So you'll see how much saturation I'm using there, but it's all subtle saturation. It's not over the top. It's knowing how to use it.
Yeah, the trouble is with a lot of digital now, I find as a listener, this is not me talking as knowing how to mix anything because I don't, is there's a lot of bottom end, there's a lot of top end put in.
Yeah.
So your mid-range, so guitar, all of that important part is sort of forgotten about. So because it's aimed more at people who are playing it on a mobile phone or a tablet or
or listening through fucking AirPods.
I understand why it's produced like that because otherwise it wouldn't sell. It's just a shame because sometimes you'll get a piece of music you're listening to and if they were to have done a proper mid-range mix where it was nice and fat in the middle there, it would have sounded a lot better, in my opinion, anyway.
Exactly. And there's a lot of bands actually started going back to that old school style recording of all four of them or five of them being in a room and recording together. Or recording together, but you might have the drummer and the guitarist and the vocalist in different rooms, but they are recording together.
Yeah.
So man's going back to that way of recording.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the digital thing, is great because if you're doing your own mixes now, like a lot of you guys do, it's made it a lot easier than obviously.
It's made it more accessible.
Yeah.
Such as me, Eric, G, DW, Brian Bauer. and all the other guys from the Corey, Allgood.
Yeah.
If it weren't for DAWs, you wouldn't have half the music
That.
out there these days. And I mean, I'm not saying there's any more better songs out there than what there were back in the day, but at least people have got the opportunity to get the music out there into the wider world rather than just in your little town, in your little circle.
Yeah. It does make me wonder where the recording side of things will go from here.
Yeah, because I've spoken to Bobby about this a few times, and he's mentioned it. But he did actually go to audio school.
Yeah.
Back then, that was the start of the digital DAW era, and people started to record at home. And you said all the people on that course were like us as producers and mix engineers, are we going to be needed in 10, 15 years' time? And here he is 20, 25 years later, and he's got more work now than he's ever had.
I think that
people recording at home is easy enough, but there's a lot of people out there that don't want to go into that mixing. And I do get that. It is a totally different skill set to learn. I love it. I enjoy it. I find it, I class it as another creative outlet.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, it is. It definitely is. I mean, it's been proven, you can have one song and you can have 5 people mix it. You'll end up with 5 different mixes.
Exactly.
Completely different.
Yeah, because in that mix script, everybody could mix the song in the same way, but everybody's mixes will sound different because everybody's got their own stamp on it.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own style.
I think the most we're going to see change with digital music will be format of the file format will probably change again.
Yeah, that'll be the next thing. Because
you can't really change.
Apple are trying to push this Dolby Atmos. No.
I mean, personally, I like lossless.
Yeah, lossless is a good format.
I always tend to go for as uncompressed as I can get digital music, even though it will always be compressed because it's digital.
Exactly, Block. Back in 80s and 90s, I mean, I did my first demo with the band 1990, and yeah, just going into a recording studio was a big thing, even just to record a demo.
Yeah, and that was just the recording desk.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the side, you look at stuff like recording in a studio, the desk on its own, the recording desk was enormous.
Yeah. Analog desks are fucking huge.
Yeah.
Exactly, Block. Yeah, you had to get it right. I think when we did ours, I think we did 2 takes for each song.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully times have changed in that way. It's easy to record music now.
Yeah.
And if you screw up recording or mixing or whatever, you can scrap that and go over, just go straight over the top of it. Not like the days we're using magnetic tape and stuff. So yeah, there is an upside to digital, but I just don't think this Atmos thing I don't know. I don't like it for music.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm the same bloke. There's odd times where I've just had to redo a certain part in song, but very rarely. I try and record my guitars and my bass in one go. I'm definitely that mindset. Try and get them guitars in one go and record one take for each side. Not one of these people that'll just record one perfect take, then copy and paste it, and then add 20 milliseconds delay. Nah, don't sound right. Yeah, exactly. It had to be baked in and then get mixed.
The studio that a lot of the Queen stuff was recorded down, which was in Wales, went out of business about 4 years ago. They were selling off all the studio equipment down in Monmouthshire.
Yeah.
They sold off all the recording desks and everything. The thing is, now they'd be worth a lot to a collector.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely agree with you, DW. People will just, right, that's the perfect. I mean, it did go off in the tape days, don't get me wrong, but it were a lot harder because you'd have to get the blade out and cut it in the right place. But yeah, it's a lot easier to copy and paste in a DAW these days. As Glenn Fricker says, yeah, if you make a mistake, sometimes the mistake actually makes the song.
That's very true, actually. Yeah, there's quite a few tracks out there like that.
Yeah. Because you'll find a lot of people will concentrate on boosting bass and treble.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
If
the
you want,
the mid range can get things a bit muddy. Fuck off. Yeah, I mean, I do cut a lot of mid range out of certain things, but I don't sort of scoop a lot of it out. It's just to get that muddiness out of that mid range. But I don't tend to boost a lot of low and top end either.
this is a modern thing. Come on, then, you better explain the vibrating fart.
Right, when we went to Blackpool last week, it was the day after the gig, and I don't know if anybody knows Blackpool Seafront, they've got these concrete benches going almost all the way along the front, and we just sat there, and I thought, oh, I just need to let one rip. And I thought it was going to be a nice, quiet one. No, it fucking rattled all along the fucking concrete fucking bench. Old grannies that were 3 streets away and ended up in fucking Irish Sea. Oh, almost. There's a couple more vlogs coming. Like I said, we were there last weekend. A couple of things that we didn't manage to do while we were away that we've done and we've recorded. Oh yeah, I've heard that story. Christ knows how many times.
Yeah.
But Martin Birch getting Bruce to the. How many times he got him to do that scream?
Worth it though in the end.
Absolutely.
You see, actually, I'm glad you said about Maiden. Their latest album is proof of what we were saying. Shinjitsu.
So,
If you listen to Shinjitsu, you will notice that the bass and the drums is very heavy on it, and that the high end is very peaky on it. But that the mid range seems to have dropped off, and I think that's where it was how it was produced, because it was produced because a lot of people will obviously listen to it on their iPod,
it could be
iPhone.
that, or so I don't know if Kevin Shirley actually did the mastering on that, or whether they sent it. Because
I don't
you'll
know.
find a lot of times even mastering engineers will fuck about with EQ.
Yeah. So I personally,
For me personally, when I go to master a track or even an EP, I get things right in the mix first. I don't know if I find if I'm doing much tinkering in the mastering stage, then I go back to the mix and I'll start on the mix again. Look at where the problems are in the mix. I don't do much tinkering at all in mastering, so it's very little.
yeah,
Because I try and get it right in the mix.
yeah,
If you get the mix right, you don't need to do much in mastering at all.
no.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of bands getting away from that sort of overproduced gent style of production these days. They're going back to that old dirty style. They don't want they don't want the songs overproducing anymore.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Like I said, you've heard that Poeta song that I've done.
Yeah, yeah. The last thing you want on what most of us listen to, which is any rock track, going through all the metal genres all the way, the last thing you want on a lot of that is a clinical, sterile sound.
Yeah,
More so on
exactly,
certain.
Mike. The labels are making music for these things and AirPods and Beats by Dr. Dre.
Oh, yeah. Which are not anything near as good as people think they are.
No,
Well, they £300 for a pair or something stupid.
so much stupid like that. And I won't mind in the mix. You don't need to crank the bass or the low end because they do that artificially inside them headphones.
Yeah.
But then again, they are made for that sort of hip hop music where it's all about that sort of low end sort of bass stuff. Yeah, we're off to Scarborough for a couple of days, so there'll be some more vlog action coming along from there. Stop on the right side of the Pennines this time. Gee, stop going back and remixing stuff. Just get it out there, son. Just get it out there. The mix is never perfect. It's finished. End of. And any producer will tell you that. Any professional producer will tell you that. Exactly. You'd have more fun with your guitar than fucking yeah. Good. That's it. Get it deleted. Just Well, other stems are the multi-tracks. There is a big difference between stems and multi-tracks. And I will yeah, we'll come to that when I've got another beer. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Come to another bit. He's coming unprepared tonight. That's what he's saying. He's forgotten where he's put his beers. So you're deleting everything for a fresh start then, G? I'm presuming. More than likely, Doc. More than likely. I'm taking it most of you guys use headphones of some sort to listen to music nowadays.
The only time I use headphones, here they go, they're there. My Persona Studio headphones is just to check the low end of my mix. That's the only time I ever really use it when I'm mixing. Most of the time when I'm listening to music, it's either through these monitors or it's in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got another youngster here.
Oh no, we've got trouble in.
Yeah, trouble's here. Hey, Jem. Oh, I'm glad you're still here. I've got something to show you. You may like this or you may not. Got some blonde for Eric.
Well, you are, Jem. You are. You're nothing. You're still a kid.
Everybody's young compared to us.
Yeah. We're ancient.
Yeah, we're
That's
older than that.
That's why I love the song "The Rise of the Ancient Mariner." I just got to get the boat.
Fred Flintstone's fucking young compared to us. Oh, there you go, Eric. That's what you call a nice head.
Getting head from a blonde.
That's Eric's dream, that. I thought you'd like that, Eric.
You see, I use in-ear headphones if I use, because I do use my phone sometimes, or over-ear headphones, which are Sennheisers.
Yep.
But then
Yes,
good. I have a set of speakers that are sat here that are made by an English company in Cambridge called Mission.
Yeah.
That in the day, which we're talking, oh God, nearly 20 years ago, they were 1,500 quid then.
Depends which wig you've got on.
So yeah, I tend to be a bit. I'm very picky with my audio, as in stereo equipment.
Yeah.
And I never. This is another one that pisses me off. Anybody uses a stereo system and starts tweaking with we're back to the Atmos thing, but start using false EQs.
Yeah.
So extra bass mode and this mode and that. No,
Yeah.
just run the amplifier as a straight amplifier.
Yeah.
So what signal's going into that amplifier at its best comes through the speakers at its best.
Correct.
That's what I do.
Any mixer will tell you, any mix engineer, trust me, folks, I'm an engineer. Allegedly. Any mix engineer will tell you, you don't want to do a mix for one system. You've got to do your mix has got to work across several systems.
Yeah.
It's got to translate across several systems, whether it be a studio setup like I've got, a setup like Mac's got, your car, your phone, your earbuds.
Otherwise, you'd have very expensive records because you'd have a personalised mix for each home stereo system.
Correct.
Which might be quite expensive, guys.
Yeah. I mean, I think the if you think 20 quid for a vinyl these days is expensive, just think how expensive it would be if it were personalised for each.
Well, you could add a few zeros on the end of that. Let's put it that way.
Correct.
And I think the important thing is, so long as you've got a reasonable stereo or headphones.
Yeah. I mean, AKGs.
Yeah, AKGs. My in-ear ones are AKG. Enjoy the music you listen to. Yeah. That's the important thing.
You should enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
Don't fuck about with it. That's what us as mixers are there for. We do the fucking about to make it the best it can sound.
Yeah, it frustrates me when I see on these a lot of adverts for sort of stereos and phones and there's extra bass and super this and
yeah. You don't need it. You don't need it.
But they're playing to the, and I don't mean to sound derogatory, but they're playing to people who don't understand it as much.
Yeah.
Which is obviously where they get their sales from. And then when people actually hear a well set up, good system, they suddenly go, wow. Yeah, we do have Macintosh in the UK. Very, very good stuff. Very nice stuff. I had a Macintosh CD player a few years ago, which I ended up selling to buy something else. But yeah, very, very good quality stuff. Fucking heavy.
Yeah. Well, these PreSonus ones I've got, G, these are expensive. Actually, I've got my dad some of these a couple of weeks back, 35 quid. And he's well chuffed with him. He mainly uses them because he's a radio am. So it's for when he's listening for people on radio am. And he says he can hear things that he couldn't hear before with his other headphones, and he thought they were good. But yeah, these semi-open Mac, these so you don't get that build up of low end and bass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the stuff I've got is actually PreSonus. The interface, the headphones, the monitors I've got, and I've got a couple of PreSonus microphones.
I can highly recommend Sennheiser for their price.
Yeah.
They do go to a ridiculously.
Oh yeah, some at Sennheiser stuff is ridiculous.
But what I noticed is, because I tend to look at the size of the drivers in them, what the driver material is. I'm one of those nerds when it comes to audio stuff. I'm sorry, I'm a
nerd.
Yeah, nerd. Yeah. I tend to look at all that, and what I found is the ones that I have, which was 300 and something quid. I didn't buy them; they were bought. My dad actually bought them as a present for me.
Exactly.
They had the same drivers as a set of the £600 ones, so they were identical, but as half the price. So I was like, "Yeah." Harman Kardon used to be. I haven't seen any of their stuff for a while.
No.
Used to be very good, but I have heard a lot of their manufacturing now, like a lot of stuff, is done in China, and it's not done to the same level.
No,
unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame.
Well, it was same with Celestine speakers for a while.
Oh, they made some lovely drivers.
Yeah, but then they moved a lot of the production over to China, and yeah.
The other company who's I had a set of their speakers as well. Well, they called them bookshelf speakers. 2.5 foot tall bookshelf speakers with Sherwin Vega.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I know my way around audio equipment. I just don't understand producing music. That bit of technology is well beyond me. It's like but it's interesting to learn where it comes in off these guys.
Yeah,
it really is.
Well, that's where you're better off with a decent stereo system with decent speakers.
Oh, because Gemma's got a bit of hearing loss.
She's a bit more.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, you only need like a set of small monitors.
Yeah, you don't need it. These monitors I've got, the cheap. I think these are the cheapest ones that Persona still. These are only the Eris 3.5s. You've heard my mixers, but they're big enough for this room. They don't need to be any bigger.
Has Gemma actually got any audio equipment, CD player, amplifier?
I don't know.
Because I was just about to say the simple way of doing it.
No, you just shout at everybody.
She's one of them, is she?
Yeah.
The simple way of doing it would be to get a set of active Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah.
And you could get some real good quality ones now. Connect your phone to it. There's your audio system.
Absolutely. Well, Block, I did look at the 4. I think there were the 4 or the 4.5s before I got these. I mean, this is only a small room, and it didn't really. I think for this size of room, I don't really need anything more than this. But then again, I know Bobby's got a set of these speakers in his studio. You don't need.
It says it all.
Yeah, you don't need high-end equipment these days. I mean, there's a guy we're going to get on as a guest, good friend of mine, Daryl V, and we talk about stuff like this all the time. You look at the cheaper end guitar gear these days. There ain't that much bad sounding gear that's out these days that's affordable.
I think.
I mean, you go back 20, 25 years and before, if it were affordable gear, it usually meant it were crap.
With audio now, audio equipment, speakers and so on, a lot of the more reasonably priced stuff, the quality you're getting is fucking good.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to pay a lot of money to have a nice, nice little setup.
No, you don't need it at all. I mean, where's it gone? I'll show this. It's been sent to me to do a review on. Little product from Moore Audio.
Yeah,
There you go. Size of an iPod,
that's nice.
and it sounds good.
Yeah,
And it's not overly expensive. I mean, yeah, the app itself, you need a phone because it's controlled by an app, but you're basically getting a full set of guitar rigs in something that size.
that is cool.
And it does sound good.
I think that's the thing is yes, I've spent a lot of money over the years on audio equipment, but it's because for me it's one of my hobbies.
Yeah.
Among the vaping hobby, which is very expensive too.
Yeah, so that can get expensive.
The audio hobby is a lot more fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a set of speaker cables down there, which are ridiculously priced. In fact, I think the ones that are down there now currently are about £600 for a pair. So
I don't want to know what's glittery. Thank you very much.
Gemma's got a glittery one.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, that's kinky.
But it's, I mean, it's same. We spoke about it before. Guitar cables. You don't need to pay stupid money for guitar cables. Just so long as it's not the really cheap crap ones. If you just buy a decent guitar cable, you're fine.
A lot of it with cable quality comes down to, is the cable shielded?
Yep.
Are the
Is it
ends well
shielded?
made? I mean, come to that, you can make your own cables easily enough.
Absolutely.
I've done that so many times with cables, for all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Ethernet. I'm in my Ethernet cables. People go and buy them. I always make my own.
Easy tiger.
Oh,
how many of you had to drink tonight, Eric?
only the 12.
Yeah. Well, you're at the right place. We're all fucking weird here.
I'm not sure about the glittery bit. I'm not
Yeah.
glittery.
The geeky and the weird, we're good with.
The geeky and the weird, that's fine.
That's fine. We're all fucking weird here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that little more thing. Well, I think it retails at about 120, 130 odd quid. I don't think it's a bad price that at all. Oh, apparently it's green and glittery.
It's got mouldy and glittery.
You might want to go to the doctors about that. Well, it's like that. What is it? That Laney pedal I was telling you about.
Yeah.
That pedal amp.
Oh, mate, that's
I'm gonna get me out on one of them.
For
A
the
60-watt amp in a pedal for
yeah.
180. Well, roughly 190 quid.
Yeah, I mean, so you're getting you're getting a pedal and an amp.
Yeah. And it's got an effects loop built in it. Oh, apparently it's mermaid glittery. Oh dear. This has gone downhill very rapidly.
I blame Gemma.
Yes. She resembles that remark. Bob-on! The old ones are always the best. No, we're not going to go down the route of the Lemmy jokes. We'll do that privately. You want to buy a frog?
Yeah, you'll take full blame, will you, Gemma? Well done.
Yep. Gary, there's videos on everything, mate. Even how to pick up women.
Depends what sort of woman you're trying to pick up.
Well, you never know in Gary's case. Nah, he's a lovely lad, Gary. We're just taking a piss out of him, but he don't mind. He gives as good as he gets.
Exactly. It's all in good fun.
Absolutely. The hell, I take it enough out of it out myself. You don't want me to send you links, Eric. You really don't want me to send you links. Just make sure you use a VPN.
I dread to think what Eric's going on.
Well, he's in Belgium, so it could be out.
Well,
there's a lot of fucking bands going down the modelling route these days.
yeah.
I mean, even Dave Murray from Maiden uses a fractal Axe FX these days.
Yeah.
He don't take his big Marshalls out with him these days.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a decline in the use of Marshall, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The days of Marshall being the official amp of, well, everyone.
It does, G. I've got to admit, I've actually got the software. I've not got the physical amp, but I have got the software. I keep meaning to do a video on that. I will get around to doing a video on the software at some point. And the software is bloody good. I've got a couple of 2 or 3 amp modelers. I've got a cheap one. I've got the one from Tom and the Harley Benton one. I've got the Zoom G6 and I've got the Headrush MX5.
Yeah.
Well, exactly, G. I mean, Kemp is I mean, in digital terms, it's an old piece of gear now. It's never been updated, apart from firmware updates. Yeah, I mean, I have seen some good things about the actual pedal itself, the Tonex pedal. I mean that mower thing I just showed you. You can actually plug that straight into a mixing desk. Use that for your live sound. Well, back in the day, we're always either Orange or Marshall. Back in the day,
Yep. We didn't have much choice.
no.
I mean, Marshall were the first people to really start on the power race.
Yeah,
Uh,
power race, and then adding that bit of grit.
yeah. I think, unfortunately, when Jim Marshall passed away, the company's got sold, hasn't it?
It's got sold recently, yeah.
And from what I've been hearing, Marshall, it's not the same as it was.
No.
That sort of family thing since Jim's gone.
Yeah, I mean, you did have Iwat as well back in the day, Laney.
Yeah.
I did used to have a Iwat 4x12 back in the day. Fuck, that thing were heavy. Even for a 4x12, that were fucking heavy. That weren't fun carrying that upstairs doing gigs. That needed at least 2 people, if not 3.
That's why you get a roadie, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, the PV Triple X, that's another cracking amp. It's like, I mean, me and DW, we speak about this a lot. Everybody sort of goes for the 5150.
Yeah.
PV do a lot more amps than 5150s.
Well, the 5150's overused, isn't it? But
That's what we've said. Everybody uses it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fucking good amp. There's no arguing about that. It's easy to get a good sound out of that. But it's overused. I mean, PV do fucking good amps. You've got your major amps. You've got the older Marshalls. Jet City, the Soldanos. Randall.
Yeah.
Absolutely tons and tons.
When you got that sort of magic stuff like the Marshall JCM 800s and
Yep. The JCM 800s, the JCM 45s.
Yeah. But again, the 800s have been used and used and used.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we've mentioned Laney, G. Oh, where's he gone? There he is. Laney. I've got to admit, I do like that. I'm a big fan of Laney sound.
I think the days of any of the amps being crap has long gone.
Oh, long gone, long gone.
Yeah, nowadays
I've got 2 Marshalls. I've got me Val State. What's the other one I've got? I've got another one. the other one I've got, it's not a great amp, but it's not a bad amp, but it is one of all the Marshalls for a solid. But that is a full solid state amp. But that valve state, I absolutely love that valve state. Valve state were on so many fucking classic albums back in 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
I mean, you only have to listen to any Death albums, and that's a valve state. Apparently, the first few Sugar albums were all recorded on valve states.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not necessarily a big fan of Sugar, but the valve state is a fucking classic amp. I would after one of them for absolutely years and years and years.
Yeah.
And the good, if you find one of the original 8100 valve states, what like Eric's got, they do tend to be a bit inflated on the price. I've got the second generation, the VS 100, and you can still pick them up cheap.
I think that will change soon, you know.
Yeah, I think even that they'll start going up in price.
Because, you know, the Marshall name is not going to be as it was. It's going to change.
No, especially because I think a lot of the production is going to move away, even though they said they're going to try and keep a lot of it in Milton Keynes. I think a lot of it's going to move away from Milton Keynes and go down the China route, like a lot of companies have done.
The thing is, you haven't got the old man, though, Jim Marshall, like he used to be, to sort of guide them. So I'm not saying it's the company's gone to pieces, but I think it's going to change a bit now.
Yeah, I mean, other amps are good. I mean, I've got a little 30-watt version of the Diesel. Diesel makes some cracking amps. If you want to go for that sort of more German sound, sort of more German thrashy sound.
The thing is, nowadays, not many people bother. I mean, nobody really uses valve technology anymore.
Actually, you will be. Well, saying that, maybe not live as much these days, but I think it's more for studio work. The studios that maybe that tend to stick with the valve amps these days.
Yeah. I know. I mean, there's a few people still use them. I know, but valves have a nice sound to them.
Yeah, they've got that warmth. Like we were saying earlier, it's all about that warmth. Should not be far away, Eric. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. See?
I wonder.
Angle. They do some cracking amps as well. I'd
I thought she might have fallen down the back of the sofa.
Yeah. I mean, you've got another amp manufacturer that me and DW have talked about is Hughes and Kettner.
Yeah.
They make some good. I'd like to try one of theirs out. Exactly, yeah. It's just another amp company these days.
Yeah. I want a 4x12 Marshall cab with no speaker, no drivers in it.
Yeah, you just want the plain cab.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get plenty of them about.
Because then I'm going to convert it inside as a storage unit and put all my knobs in it.
I'm surprised you've not got one of them Marshall fridges.
I was looking at one.
In fact, I saw some. You've probably seen it as well. Fucking tool cabinet done up as a Marshall stack.
Yeah, that looked fucking brilliant. The trouble is, it would have to be Murder One.
Oh yeah.
If I'm going to have it, it's got to be. It's got to be Murder One.
Oh man, being so close to Murder One, oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, that's.
I know you're a bit jealous.
Yeah, I was when I started getting them pictures coming through. I was like, bastard, 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 bastard.
Who needs morals? Who needs morals block?
There is the third one as well. They're just they were, you know, at the end of the day, it was just a JCM 800.
Yeah, his base head was based off the Super Base 100.
Yeah, but then they were tweaked.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, because
same as Eddie's original Marshall heads, they were fucking tweaked a lot.
They ran hot.
Fucking hot.
Yeah. And the reason he had 3 heads was because they used to go down quite often.
You pay extra for that, you know.
Yeah. I'm sure Lemmy did.
Latitude. I've not come across them.
It's probably somebody else renamed the company, you know.
Possibly, yeah. But then again, I've got a couple of Chinese-made guitars. There is some good factories out in China. Yeah, you've got your Chibsons and all them.
I think we forget, you know, we say we've got this habit of saying, oh, well, it's made in China, it's shit. 99% of electronics now is made in China.
Yeah.
Be that computers, phones,
I've got
whatever.
to tell you this. We were in town earlier looking at cash converters.
Yeah.
And they've got a couple of Behringer pedals in. Cool, not wrong with that. I've got plenty of Behringer pedals. I like them. In fact, I've got both these pedals anyway. But one with the 10-band EQ, and they got that at a reasonable price, about 19, 20 quid. Next to it, they got the HM300 or the Heavy Metal 300, which is based off the Boss HM2 pedal for that chainsaw Swedish death metal sound. And I'm looking at price ticket, and I'm just shaking my head in belief. They've got it up for 100 quid. I'm thinking either somebody's tapped that up wrong, or somebody's paid a lot of money for that pedal. The 25 quid brand new, 25, 30 quid brand new. I'm like, that can't be right. Either somebody's added an extra couple of zeros there. 100 quid.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, Taiwan make a lot of electrical products as well.
Yeah.
I've done for donkey's years.
The thing is, it annoys me when you get people sitting there and it happened, and this is no dig at Americans. Well, it kind of is, but it isn't. This attitude that when you get, oh, wait, like with mods, okay, vape mods, and people say it's American made. And the best engineering, and I speak as somebody who is an engineer, the best engineering probably in the world at the minute is China.
Yeah.
Their technology and their engineering expertise at the minute, without a doubt, is second to none. It really is. They've come on so far.
Well, Cicero, if you want to have a look at a Les Paul style guitar, this is one I purchased a few weeks ago. I don't know if you've seen the video on this. Ooh.
Oh, I love that. I just love the fade. That
that fade is absolutely gorgeous. I love that mother of pearl effect in the middle.
Beautiful. It really is beautiful.
That's a Michael Kelly Patriot.
Holy, there's nothing holy on here, Cicero. We'll have less of
that. Cheers, Eric. Thank you very much. Appreciated.
Holy, honestly, Cicero.
We'll have less of that. I've got now semi-acoustics. That's my dad's realm. I don't know if I want to see you in a dress, Cicero.
Well, it's free world.
We're good at dissing anybody else, mate. Don't worry about that. We'll diss everybody else on this island, this little island of ours as well. It's all good banter. And it's proper banter, not like banter that some people say is banter.
No. And we're as bad. I mean, I said about America, which is probably a little bit unfair in a way, but we're as bad in this country.
Yeah.
People talk about British engineering, and we did have some good engineering here.
Yeah, we did back in the day.
We've only got to look at the places that were, big for like the steel and stuff like Sheffield. Yeah, there's not much there anymore.
No, there's you're lucky if there's more than 2 steel manufacturers in Sheffield these days. Big ones, anyway.
Yeah, it's not like it.
That's what you get when you've got. I don't want to go political, but when you've got fucking people like Tony Blair saying, everybody go to university. Well, what about your trades?
Well, but there was this period. I mean, I went, as you know, mate, I went into doing the engineering, mechanical engineering, and so on. Boring everyone. But I did it as I was in. It was a trade for me because I was with bikes and all the rest of it. But it seemed that when I was doing it, there was a lot of people were going to college and university, and they were just going to do. I'm not putting people down here, but they were doing philosophy. Now, I've read quite a few books on philosophy and so on, but you're never going to have a career as a philosopher.
No.
Unless you're very, very good, and but
yeah, I think YouTube's having a moment there. I just looked up and said that apparently we've got over 100 viewers, but somehow I don't think we have.
Well, it'd be nice.
Am I seeing that right? I know I've had a couple of beers, but hey, if we've got over 100 viewers, that's fine by me. Give us them thumbs up while you're there.
Well, yeah, but if I remember rightly, you got a degree with plumbing, didn't you? Was it?
Yeah, but what sort of plumbing? Easy Tiger.
Oh, me water. No, I'm not.
No, don't go there.
Yeah. I think you never know. You might get at some point it might get used. You know, you might
Maybe, yeah.
use that.
Oh, yeah, G, I've got your message. I'll check that out later. If you're still in chat.
Yeah, but why can't you become a teacher? You still could.
You still could.
You're young enough.
Yeah.
Young enough to do it. There's nothing stopping you. I mean, obviously, I know, kids, things like that, yes, but so you might have to wait a little while before you can do it.
No worries, Padawan. Oh, I don't know where G gets this from of me being the master mixer.
Well, if you haven't got the maths, there's a simple answer there.
The thing is, you have to be indoctrinated to the far left wing of the Labour Party.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to get political.
Yeah, well, we won't go down that route.
I might be a master at some things, G, but I'm not sure mixing is one of them.
Yeah, for me, politics is not a subject to talk about.
No.
For me,
I won't say I'm miles better than you.
I'm with Lemmy on this. You see, all politicians are the same.
Yeah,
they're all liars.
They're all tossers. They're all liars. It don't matter which party's in power. The general public's still screwed over.
Yep.
Right, that's the end of the political.
That's our political speech.
Exactly. Thrash metal and punk. And we've got that for a political angle.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to I won't say I were miles better than you, not by a long stretch. I can see progression in myself, and I can definitely hear a progression in you as well, G. It's all about. It's one of them things: music production, mixing, yada yada yada. You just learn bits as you go along every day, every week. There's always something new to learn. No, don't worry about it, bloke. You know we're up for a good laugh here. Exactly, Cesario. Exactly, bud. Nothing's changed for hundreds of years.
It never will.
No.
Well, unless you want to go down a communist route,
Yeah.
Anyway,
enough of that.
Because I'm going to end up talking politics in a minute, which is it's not a good thing.
we'll have to get on one of these. We'll have to get on some sort of video chat and have a look. We can always do that one day, G. Whether we do it via Zoom or StreamYard, whatever. But yeah, what I tend to do is before I put, well, not any plugins on, but what I start off with is just basic sort of high and low pass filters on my sub mixers or buses, whatever you want to call them, and I get my levels right. Get everything, get that balance right between everything before you even start messing about with any plugins at all. Get your panning, your balance. If you've got those sorted out before you even start messing about with EQ and compression, you're halfway there before you've even started.
You could, of course, also be your own worst enemy, G.
Yeah, exactly. We're all. I mean, we're
You
all
will always,
his own worst critic.
yeah. You will sit there and go, "That's shit. That's shit." Someone else will listen to it, go like that.
So that, yeah,
They might have a criticism.
yeah.
Well,
This is
that
why
bit
I'll
me.
get Lisa to listen to a mix, or I'll get G, or I'll get yourself. Say, oh,
Yeah.
what do you think of this? It's always good to get somebody else's perspective. And when I think I'm close to finishing the mix, or when I think I've finished the mix, what I'll do is I'll switch the PC off and I'll come back to it the next day with fresh ears.
Yeah, I get
Rather than what. I mean, I could be mixing a song, but I'll be there for a good few hours, and your ears do get tired.
It's also the worst thing you can do. I noticed this, and it's nothing to do with mixing.
Exactly, Jim. Exactly.
If it's very similar in this to engineering. If I was working on something, because I did R&D, research and development, and if you're working on something, I get to a point where I get I get to a point where I want it to be perfect. It can't. Nothing is perfect. It can't be. But you keep going and going and going and going, and you go past perfect and just start going back downhill, and it turns to shit.
Yeah.
It's the same, and very much, I think, the same with what you're doing. You know, mixing. It's easy to screw it up.
Just going back to them two comments that G's made. My guitar chain is my normal guitar chain. Sometimes I'll add a bit of saturation as well, but guitar chain on my guitar bus is an EQ and a multi-band compressor, maybe a secondary EQ just to add a bit of excitement on the top end. That's it. 2-3 plugins at most.
Yeah, perfect is for robots. I like that.
Exactly.
Robot was a Russian word for slave, wasn't it? That's where it came from. Came from a Russian novel. That's a useless bit of information for tonight.
And he's full of it.
Yep, I'm full of it.
Absolutely.
And I'm full of useless information.
That as well. Oh, bless. The thing is, perfect's boring.
Yeah.
Perfect is boring. I'll put it out there. Perfect is boring.
Yeah, it is. I know. You know.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
I can't be perfect all the time, unless some uncles will get jealous.
Once in a while, it'd be good if I was. I just think people aim to be perfect at something, though, don't they?
Yeah.
They spend their entire life trying to be perfect and never achieve it. And you never will.
on guitars, I said that the main chain on the guitar, just normally I'll use the stock EQ, your Studio One.
Yeah.
The waves.
Hey up, Mike.
Mike, how you doing, dude? The waves C4 multiband, just that for that Andy Sneak trick, just to tame the palm mutes, which everybody does these days. And the other EQ I use, it's based on a 1081 style EQ. I've got a couple of them. There's a stock one in Studio One, but the other one I use is the IK Multimedia one, and that's a pretty good one. And it's barely a dB or two, just to add that top end sizzle, if you will. Exactly. I mean, back in the day, even when Marty Friedman was in band, you could hear him sliding on the strings. You listen to any Slayer track, you can hear Kerry King sliding up and down on strings.
Hey up, Joker.
Who's he gone? Feeling there he is.
Good old John.
How you doing, bud? How you doing, Joker?
How's the knee? How's the knee now, Mike? After you fell over, you said it wasn't drink.
Oh, he's not fallen over, has he? Oh, Jesus.
You had a beer in your hand after, though, I noticed. No, he'd been to do one of his talks that Mike does, and he had a bit of a stumble and scraped his knee. It looked quite sore, actually.
Oh, there you go. He's been stage diving.
Stage diving. You're getting a bit old for that, Mike. Just...
I'm getting a bit fucking old for that. Exactly. It fit the style of Slayer.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Mike. We'll do it, mate. We'll fall over.
As
long as you didn't hurt yourself badly, mate, that's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It did look a bit
going back to Slayer, when they recorded the last album, when it was Kerry that were doing all the rhythms, and he used two different guitars, of course, because the intonation, it don't matter with how you set up the intonation, tuning, every guitar's intonation will be slightly different. He says, I use two different guitars, one for each side.
Yeah.
Just so it sounded like two guitar players. We've all been there, dude. We've all been there.
Oh, mate, so long as you're all right, that's the main thing, mate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right mix of people in tonight.
Hey, not wrong with that.
Oh, that's good.
I'll join in the discussion. What that discussion is, we don't know. We're just joining in. Uh-oh. Gemma's got a question. You can ask anything you want. You might not like the answer you get, but you can ask it.
Hey, if it sounds rude, carry on.
Yeah. No wrong with a rude question. Might get a rude answer. Because I think that's what the ladies want to see.
I
You better
think,
off asking Eric.
yeah, well, he'll
Or
probably
Gary.
send them. I mean, personally, I think it's a bit. If somebody is sending you a dick pic, it's a bit tacky, you know, I think. To be
Yeah,
honest,
I mean, if it's between couples, yeah, bit of playful fun.
oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, if you're just sending random pics like that to women, no.
I mean, does here's a question then, Gemma. Does everything have to be do we have to see everything before you meet that person?
Yeah,
It leaves nothing to the imagination to.
exactly, Jen. Or I've got one on my phone. It's a guitar pick with dick written on it. Yeah, there's that as well.
Yeah, I personally think it's like any bloke that's, if you send, say a bloke sends one to Gemma, what's the betting that same bloke has sent the same picture to
Hundreds of other women,
10 or yeah.
especially on Instagram. Christ, if you're that desperate, there's plenty of dating sites out there where you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Beer, please. Oh no, I've got one. Sorry, I did fetch one up.
oh, you're nice. Here's a picture of my dick.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, by the way, Gemma. I just like,
Yeah.
whatever happened to like cheesy chat up lines?
Exactly.
You know?
Get your coat you've pulled.
Is that a ladder in your tights or the stairway to heaven, baby?
Oh Jesus, yeah. Oh.
My favourite used to be walk up to a bar, buy a girl, grab the ice, put it on the thing, smash it, say, now we've broken the ice, fancy a dance. Yeah, half those cheesy child lines do work because the girl just goes, oh, for fuck's sake, and then you end up talking to the person.
Yeah.
Get to know them.
Ins and downs. Nice.
You see, there you go, Joe. That's the other thing. Your genitals, male or female, they're not exactly photogenic.
No.
They are what they are.
Ooh. Rum. It's rum cask beer.
Oh,
That's it's quite nice, that. Go on, Jem. Do it. Do it, Jem. Do it, Jen.
oh, I'm good at cheesy child lines.
Oh, go on. What's the punchline? Here we go. Oh, fucking. Actually, they weren't mad. I've heard a lot worse. You've been reading Nick's book again on dad jokes. Oh, here we go. It's joke hour.
Go on, Jem.
Go on, Jim. Here we go. Cecilia was getting in on act as well. Well, yeah, it's been a couple of months. It's been a few weeks since he's been here. Oh,
Oh dear.
yeah, I've heard that one before.
I like a good cheesy joke.
I'm not sure about that. I've fucking seen some of the jokes you've sent to Lisa.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll leave that there.
They're not all bad.
No.
Just most of them.
Well, in Jenny's stream other day, you got Nick playing the game with her, and then you got somebody else called Nick's coming. No, Nixie, and then somebody else called Nick were in chat as well. So you got it was like being at a fucking Jim Davison gig. Nick. That's one for teenagers.
Jim Davidson.
Not wrong with a bit of Jim Davidson.
Yeah, very true, mate.
Oh, I hope G's getting in on acting all now. And he's not been drinking. He don't drink anymore. Oh, we've set G up his fantasies now. We'll have to check this next out on. Oh, cold.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, I'm getting shouted at. I'm used to it. Why is that? Is that because you're in a proper time zone now? You're not in the American time zone. You're in the European time zone. You're still getting used to the time zones. It's Sweden you've gone back to, Jamie. I think his missus is Swedish. Oh, she gets tipped. Don't you worry about that. Hey.
Finland, a volcanic piece of rock.
Oh, fucking hell, gee. Oh, you've been at Christmas crackers already?
He's been at those alcoholic sweets again, hasn't he?
Ah, Finland. Sorry. Same area.
Yeah. Travel carefully, Mike. Good luck, mate.
Yeah. No worries, mate. Don't worry. And stay safe tomorrow. Who were? Cool. Ah, good on him. You might get that iPad sooner than you think.
Oh, Captain Ahab returning.
Yeah. Arr. So when he starts talking funny, you've got to worry about it.
He does anyway. He's a scouser. That's a good point. Scout's not been about tonight.
No, well, he might be in that other chat, in a certain other channel.
Uh,
But anyhow, is what it is.
You sure?
Hey.
Hey, calm down.
Gaddy. Oh. Oh dear.
What?
Oh dear. Oh, let me have a look at this. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Am I allowed to show this, Jen? Oh dear. Oh dear.
He's gone ginger.
How's he gonna?
You just about see it.
He's just about to see it. Don't think we're light on camera.
Well, we had Blackbeard the pirate. Now we've got Gingerbeard the pirate.
Bless him.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I suppose I could turn that. I won't.
Mind you, I'll have to say, he seems to be doing well with this new job. Oh, yes.
There you go. That's Jenny's brother, Kai.
He's a good lad. He really
He
is.
is. I keep making him jealous with guitars I keep buying. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. How many of you had to drink tonight's cereal?
Only the bottle.
Well,
Yeah, he gets worse, I tell you.
get worried about if he starts talking like a Scandinavian.
Hold on. So he'd be speaking like Swedish in a Scouse accent.
Danish. He's in Denmark at the minute.
So Danish with, that would be.
Well, that explains a lot. That explains everything.
Well, there's a shock. He
Yeah.
knows how to order food.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there you go. Apparently, Danish is quite easy.
It is if you're not an idiot like me.
Or me.
We struggle with English.
I can speak rubbish.
I'm good at that. I'm fluent.
Apparently, she sent you the picture as well of Kai.
Ooh. Yeah, that's it's quite ginger.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, but I mean, yeah, we struggle with English.
Him at the helm of the ship.
Yeah, that's mine as well, Jim.
Yeah, he's done well.
Yeah,
He really has. I'm pleased for him. Really am. He's a good lad. You know, things didn't work out with like the shop business, but
nah, she's doing some good. She's doing some good stuff, Jane.
I think things have moved on for the better now.
Yeah.
I know that Jenny went through a bit of a crap period with one thing and another.
Yeah, that's all sorted out. She's in a better place.
And that's all that matters. That is all that matters in life.
She's got in. Yeah, that landlord was definitely a bit of a dick.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she's getting back doing her artwork.
I personally wanted to bury him in the room underneath, but I wasn't.
Not drowned him in the Mersey.
No, I didn't want to pollute the Mersey.
No. My last feet. Oh, sorry to hear about that block. Yeah, I feel for you. Yeah, I mean, my mum passed away last year, and she had a lot of health issues that a lot of people in this chat know about. But yeah, unfortunately, she passed last year.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, she's been through a lot of health issues for the last couple of years of her life. Unfortunately,
7 years since my mum went. And I'll be honest, it feels like it was yesterday.
Mm.
You know this old thing that they always say. I'm getting a little bit dark now, but they say, "Oh yeah, it gets better with time."
Nah,
it doesn't get better with time. And I'm not trying to depress anybody, but you learn to cope with it. You learn coping mechanisms.
Oh shit, man! Oh, sorry to hear about that.
Shit. That's
yeah, sorry to hear about that.
That's not good.
Exactly. She always up for a laugh, my mum. I still think about her.
It's
yeah. I mean, my birthdays aren't going to be the same because As a lot of you know, she passed 6 days before my birthday. No, it weren't good. It weren't a good week.
No.
Uh,
It's weird. Yeah, maybe weird's the wrong word. With my mum, we knew it was coming,
yeah,
and I'd prepared me. I'd prepared myself. I thought, yeah,
thanks, bud.
didn't prepare myself at all.
No, you can. Cheers, Jen. Yeah. Sorry, dudes. Yeah. You can never prepare. You can. People say, oh, I'm prepared for the worst, but when it happens, you're not prepared for it.
Oh, it hits you. It fucking hits.
Fucking did. Well, you know it did.
Yeah, it's
You were there.
It's
Around that time, you know it fucking bad. Yeah, I was very angry at the world that around them few weeks, and
you get all the emotions, don't
yeah.
you? Why me? Why have you gone? Blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Blah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, Lisa. I'll tell you this: I weren't angry at family and friends. It was just I just didn't want to be around people, other people that weren't close.
Yeah.
And well, we ended up having a private stream on my birthday, and I don't give a shit. I got emotional. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, why should you be? The problem is, and I don't know whether this applies to other countries, but in this country, people of our age, we're very much taught as blokes when we're growing up that
Yeah,
it's not
don't show emotions.
It's not all right to cry.
Yeah, and that's
I
bullshit.
don't know where this attitude came from.
Nah.
Or why. I don't know whether it's different in other countries, but it very much like that here. And I think that makes it worse, especially if you.
Yeah, I get that as well, Cicero. I get that. I mean, apart from my mum, my dad, I mean, there's only me. I've got no siblings, thank Christ.
I was thinking.
Cousins I hardly ever speak to. I still speak. There's one of my aunties I still speak to every now and again, but she only lives 2 doors down from my dad. She's never done aught wrong to me. I always got on with her and her husband when they were alive. He died. Christ, when did he die? Year before my mum. I think that got to both my mum and dad, that actually.
It's
yeah, you do, you fucker.
Well, I'm going to say it's if any blokes in here, right, or of the ladies, is suffering with like the whole thing of grieving, which is hard.
Yeah.
There are some really good groups that you can get in contact with, mental health wise, or for any other mental health reasons. And if anybody else needs the numbers and stuff, You can always give me a message on Facebook, or I know Lisa's got a lot of the numbers, you know.
Yeah. This is it. And anybody needs to chat, you know where we are. Any of us will chat to anybody. We might, we might not get back to you straight away. I mean, our work shifts, blah, 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 blah.
I'm always about somewhere, usually awake at stupid o'clock in the morning. So
exactly, exactly. It's the same over here.
The thing is mental health needs to be spoken about.
Yeah.
Be that any form of depression, anxiety, panic attacks, grieving. Yeah, well, yeah, the Misfits for the win. I agree. I don't know what's going on with the Misfits show because obviously I don't do that anymore. Syria. But I'm speaking from my own personal experiences.
This is anybody can come and natter the year. Nobody gets judged. Yeah, I mean, we take the piss out of each other. We might take the piss out of people in chat, but you know what? It's a safe place.
Hey up, Bill, buddy.
Oh, gold all let him in.
Ah, yeah, nothing. Again, another bloke who will tell you,
dude, we're coming up your way in a couple of weeks. If you fancy a meet up,
Bill is another bloke who will say to you, if you ever got any problems, just inbox him. He's another bloke, exactly the same.
Bill's a top dude.
He's Bill and I have spoken a lot about all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
He's another person who's also very open about stuff that he's gone through.
Yeah, we're having a couple of days, bit of a rest and a bit of a break, and we're coming up your way for a couple of days. So I'm not going to say when live, but in a couple of weeks. Exactly. If anybody wants to chat, if you don't want to, if you want to have a bit of a chat like this, we can do a private stream. It don't go on YouTube. It don't go anywhere. It just stops as it is. Don't get recorded. I promise you that. Yeah, Bill's a top bloke. It will be nice to meet up with you, Bill, if you're up for it.
Yeah, I mean, I personally,
I get that, Jim. I do get that. I get that.
I'm no longer involved with the Misfits show, but I presume that I don't know whether I presume they're coming back. I hope so. You know,
good man.
Hopefully they'll
get it uploaded.
Because the whole mental health thing is an important thing that we need. There's a lot of people that need that support.
Exactly. The room that we've got is called Nutters Inc. Because we're all fucking nutters that go in it.
I don't know, Bill.
Yeah, PTSD can be a fucking nightmare. Yeah, Bill. Yeah. I think a lot of people have.
Is this right? I just.
All right, Eric, catch you later, bud. He's not a guest, he's a regular caster. Don't you read the fucking title?
No, I don't matter, do I?
He's not a guest.
Oh, no.
He's just some scumbag I picked up off at street.
Hey, less of the scumbag, you. Oh. Yeah. Roger, you got a good point.
Yeah, true. But no, if anybody that's in chat or that's just watching, just contact us, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. And you want to chat, whether you want a video chat or whether you just want to text chat, just ping any of us.
Yep. I mean, I'm not doing anything, Cicero, different to what I have done for quite a long time. I still talk to a lot of people from the Misfits world. Not so much the actual people.
Not sure about that, Jem.
But I still talk to a lot of you guys who watch the show.
Yeah.
Try and keep in touch. You know, you never know what the future holds, what might happen.
Exactly. Well, that's it. If anybody's got any mental health issues, yeah, quite happily welcome to share them in this chat.
And if you haven't, by the time you've spent an evening with
You
me,
fucking will.
you fucking will have it.
You know, we have a laugh. We take the piss out of each other and people in chat. But if you've got any genuine issues, we're here to help.
Yeah.
We will try and help anybody. You're not going to get judged, do you? For fuck's sake. I can't even play fucking guitar. So who am I to fucking judge anybody? I pretend I can play guitar and mix music. But
there is a lot of judgment in the world.
Exactly.
For whatever reason. You know, depression isn't a serious thing, and anxiety is easy to overcome. You just pull your socks up, and I've heard all of that shit.
Yeah, man up and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why I wrote that song for Misfits, or based around the Misfits, Burden of Silence.
Yeah.
Perfect title for that sort of song. Yo, yo, yo! Mr. Bungle, how you doing, buddy? Oh, dear. Exactly. And sometimes you just need somebody to fucking just be there to just to be in here to listen to you, or is somebody just to rant to.
Yeah, a problem shared and all that.
Yeah,
it is true. It does work.
Oh shit! Sorry to hear that, mate. What's been up with you? Don't we all, Bill? Don't we all?
Yeah.
I hope that means you're getting better, Mr. Bungle, if you've been ill.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm hopefully he's been ill and now he's getting better.
And then we're here to make him even worse.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean... yeah.
Yeah. That's another one. What the fuck? Oh, shit, man. Sorry to hear about that.
Oh, scary shit.
You know about fucking bad knees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Blood
sport's good. Music. We've talked about this a lot on here. Music, I mean,
Music
I've
is
got through a few things in my life, either listening or writing music, whether
for
that's
me.
good or bad
Yeah, I
music.
mean,
I've written music for all sorts to get me through all sorts of situations.
another route before everybody pisses themselves laughing.
Oh, dude. Oh, fuck. Dude, sorry to hear about that. I am sorry.
Oh shit,
Dude,
that's
I know what you're going through. Well, we both do.
that's.
Shit, sorry, man. Dude, I am so sorry to hear about that. I'm not. Dude.
It's
Dude. If you want to come on afterwards, talk about it, you're quite welcome.
definitely.
You come and hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. I'll send you a link. Shit, man.
Just
No,
when you
I'm
thought
really
life,
sorry to hear about that.
it's like just when you thought life couldn't get any worse. Guess what?
No, I went through it last year.
Life is not a box of chocolates.
No, life's a bitch, and then when you're down, it fucking kicks you in the bollocks. And I don't give a shit about whether this gets monetized or not. Fucking life kicks you in the bollocks, big style.
The secret is to somehow try and keep getting back up.
Yeah.
It does get harder, it seems, but the choice is to give up, and that's not a choice, is it?
That's not a choice. That is not a choice. No. I mean, I could have quite easily given up, but no. My dad needed me.
Yeah. I think we've all been there, though, that feeling.
Yeah, we have. A lot of us have been there.
Why do we buy? What?
Shit, man.
Right, so I take it you're some sort of warfarin then,
Yeah.
probably, Mr. Bungle.
Exactly, G. Exactly. I hope I'm getting fucking shouted at again here. It's not like me to get shouted at. Honest. Oh, I'll be back in a minute.
Now I've got. Thank you,
Come here,
G.
please.
Now I've got the fucking Galaxy song by Monty Python in my head. There must, the end of the song when he goes, "There must be intelligent life somewhere out there because we're all down here on Earth." Thank you, G. Thank you.
And the world is spinning a million miles an hour.
You
That's what he's
Scottish,
on.
you Glaswegian git.
Irish Glaswegian git. He lives in
Irish
Ireland. Don't forget.
Glaswegian
Yeah.
git.
Double trouble.
That must be what the G stands for. Git.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we've said, if anybody needs a bit of a chat, a bit of a waffle, a shout out, shout, come and talk to us. Because might not be able to help necessarily, but there are people out there, some really good causes actually, and charities and so on, that can offer you some help. There's some good books. while Lee was saying about music, personally, and I know Bill in chat does this as well, I tend to write poetry. I know it seems very unlikely, me writing poetry, but I do enjoy writing poetry. And it's one way I get what I'm thinking down on paper. Because I have some pretty dark thoughts in my head at times. And I think if you can put it down on paper, it seems to get it out of your system. I don't know why it works, but it does. There's a lot of people that are going through the same stuff that you're going through, because you sit there and you think, no one else feels the way I feel right now. Nobody else feels the same that I do. I'm the only person in the world who feels this down, or I'm the only person that feels this anxious. I'm the only person that's suffering. We've all been there. And the truth is, there's a lot of other people suffering one way or another. And if you can, I mean, I have Craig, who's good friends. I often talk to Craig because he's another one with the same issues I have, which is schizophrenia. So Craig and I talk.
Not that Welsh kid.
That Welsh kid. And Craig and I will quite
He's a good dude.
and we'll take the piss out of schizophrenics. And I truly believe that you should laugh about your mental health.
Absolutely.
I truly believe
it's the British way, comedy.
I'm not saying that if somebody is grieving and has depression because of the grieving process, you should take the piss out of him.
Mr. Bungle. Shit, man. I am sorry to hear about that. I'm not going to put it up on screen. People can read it in chat. Oh, fuck, man. Yeah. After we finish stream, if you want to come in, let me know. Just ping me.
Yeah, if there's anything we can help you with, and I do mean anything.
Well, that was same for anybody. If you want to, because we usually have a bit of a chat afterwards. If you want to come in, I don't want to put the link in chat, but yeah, if anybody wants to come in, you're more than welcome. Just give us one of us a ping, and we can send you the link.
Yeah, you're in America, and your name's Welsh, and he's Welsh, and his name, yeah. I don't know where he is tonight. The Welsh
he might be asleep already. I know he has been going to bed early since he's been trying to not quite abuse his body as much with certain substances.
What I'm pleased with Darth is, I know he's had some slips and whatever, but he's trying.
He is. He's doing well.
Some would say very trying, but
yeah, he's had a couple of sleeps, but he's getting there. We're trying to help him out. We keep talking to him on a regular basis. He's still as fucking nutty as a fruitcake. And that's why we love him, because he's fucking nutty as a fruitcake like the rest of us.
Well, the nutty as a fruitcake thing's never going to change. Yeah, that's
no. And we don't want that bit to change, because that's part of him.
Some of the messages I get off him are just...
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
I did have one the other day of a nipple shot.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
That was first thing in the morning. I woke up, my phone bleeped, and I looked what's up. I was like, oh, God.
Yep. Yeah. Anybody wants to come in afterwards, just let us know. We can come in. I think we can have 10 people in. So, yeah.
He's a very he's a good lad. He's Darth.
He is.
Got a lot of time for him. I think there are people out there who don't fully understand Craig.
He certainly does, Bill. Bless him.
I don't think they understand the sort of the schizophrenia thing. I think a lot of people don't. They hear that word and instantly they think the person's like a lunatic who's going to kill everyone.
Yeah,
which isn't true. Darth's more likely to do something stupid to himself than anyone else, but
yeah. I think we've all had them pictures in it, Bill.
Oh yeah.
I think everybody's had them pictures.
I just look at them.
I love Craig to bits.
I just look at him. It's like, oh, you fucking twat.
And yes, we have met him a couple of times actually. And he's a type of bloke. If he can, he will do out for anybody.
Yeah.
He will do out for anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. He absolutely fucking loves his mum to bits. You can tell that.
Yeah, yeah. You can tell.
He does.
That and Sharko the dog.
No, dog just loves his toes. Fucking nibbles on them. Fucking night time. Nah, we're into bits. It is. He absolutely loves that dog to bits.
It's sort of what's that? Oh, not straight off the top of my head, but there is a few I can. I think
Exactly,
I can
Bill.
think of. Leave it with me, Jem, and I'll message you if that's okay. I'll message you through Facebook or Messenger if that's okay.
I'll say this, and yeah, I might have suffered with certain mental issues over the last few years, but I wouldn't say I've got any mental health issues. But I don't want to sound patronising and say, "Oh, I can sympathise," but I am there and willing to help if anybody needs any help.
Yeah. Just one question, Gemma. If you don't mind me asking, is this depression or what sort of? And if you don't want to say, you don't obviously have to on it.
No problem, Joker. We'll let him know.
I think the main thing is like we said earlier. The problem with blokes is like depression. Okay. I'll ask Lisa and we'll go from there. Right, no worries. I'll find out, Gemma, and I'll go from there. The main thing he's got, if I presume this is your fella, is he needs to face the fact that he's got depression.
Yeah.
Come to terms with that. Come to terms that he isn't the only one who feels like that in the world. that there's thousands of other people who go through the same thing. There's nothing wrong with him. He's not unusual. He's not a weirdo. He's not nuts or any of that. He just needs something changing, possibly in his life. Possibly a bit of medication that would help. Possibly some counselling. Possibly chatting to someone. And that chatting to somebody could be somebody professional or somebody that, yeah. You know, what it might be something in his past that causes that issue. You know, I don't want to say too much on the live because it wouldn't be fair.
No. Exactly. It's all about taking small steps to start off with.
Unfortunately, there is no tablet, even though I seem to have most of them sat in a drawer just down here. There is no tablet that you can give somebody that will instantly cure any mental health.
There's no magical cure that takes it all away.
They can assist you, and that's all medication does.
Yeah.
The main thing is to get to the root of that cause. And that can be a hard slog to get to the
Correct, Bill. Correct.
Especially if it's depression, it's not too bad. If it's more complicated mental health, like thankfully he hasn't got anything like I have, which schizophrenia, that takes years to get to the bottom of the whys and wherefore.
You say you're not a guy, but you're a plumber. I'm trying to lighten the fucking mood here. Shoot me.
So when Gemma comes round, do you get the bomb? You know, the builder's crack.
The builder's crack. I'm not going. I'm saying no. I'm saying nothing.
All I can say is Gemma's a hell of a lot better looking than most of the plumbers I've had here, mate.
Yeah, well, you do live in Lincolnshire.
Very true.
Yeah. At least you're stable, Bill. That's one thing.
Might be stable mentally, but physically he's always falling over.
What do you expect when he's trying to chat up young women at gigs?
Well, it's a bit like a weeble.
Oh, fucking hell, I've got Lawnmower Death going around my head now. Weebles, but they never fall down. Nobody's ever heard that song, Weebles Wobble by Lawnmower Death. Go and fucking check it out. Fucking best 30 seconds of your life ever.
No, Jem, I'm not. I used to live in Skeg. I used to live down Seaview Road, Seaview Mansions. I used to live in a flat there years ago. Lived in Skeg for 5 years.
You poor bugger.
Worked as head doorman for quite a while at what was it called at the time?
It's good to hear, Bill.
At TC's, it was then. Wainfleet. Yeah.
Apparently the young ladies were chatting Bill up. Allegedly. That's his story and he's sticking to it.
Yep, skeggy nights. God. Skeggy nights, especially in summer. Oh, God.
Jesus.
You used to have some fun.
So it's not true then, Skeggy don't shut at 5 o'clock.
Go up there in October, September, that sort of time. I tell you what, mate, you go down the seafront, it just looks like there's nothing there.
No.
It's horrendous.
Yeah, no, you go after end at school holidays, forget about it.
I would never live Skeg again. The amazing thing about Skegness or Skegness is there are certain roads, and Gemma will know this, where the police and the prison authorities decided to rehouse prisoners on their way out of prison. The problem is most of the prisoners that they were rehousing there were paedophiles.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So you put paedophiles in a seaside town where kids are going up and down the seafront. It's not exactly your best idea, this, is it, lad? You know, you maybe use our brains a bit.
Yeah, I mean that's like putting an ex-70s pop star and
Near a
putting him
school.
next to a fucking school.
Yeah.
We're not mentioning no names.
No, who would do that?
Yeah.
We're back to glitter again. Oh, Tower Gardens, yeah. You must remember the murder that happened in there. Well, God, quite
Really, Bill? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I know a few other people in seaside towns. They seem to do it always in seaside towns. Why would you put paedophiles?
Exactly. Where do you think families take the fucking kids? Especially in summer.
You see, that's what I like. They get lynched. That is my idea for that sort of person. That's what
I won't argue with that.
Yeah. Yeah, all the fires. Oh God.
I mean, Lisa will tell you the same. I'm very protective over all my kids. All of them, including this one.
Yep. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
If anybody tried to fucking hurt any of my kids, I don't care.
How can you have a party that supports those type of people? I'm being careful what I say.
Yeah.
Doc. You know, how can you ever have
a pea party, shall we say?
That's a different sort of party, that is.
Well,
no, but seriously, how can you have a party that is? I'm people out there. I can't. People out there that support that type of people.
Yeah. And it's like certain people trying to normalize it, if you want to say that word, by calling it minor attractive, whatever.
No,
no, fuck and off.
I shall, bro. I'll have a look in a bit. I believe you anyway. Don't get me wrong. I totally believe you. But now you've said it, I'm going to have a look because that is just. The words fail me.
He's fucking disgusting.
You know, why would that be allowed? What sort of human being has the brain that thinks, right, I'm one of those people. I've decided I'm going to have a party
exactly.
political party and tell everyone. It's wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes my head fucking hurt. It's
No, there ain't, Bill. There ain't.
yeah. I mean, quite a few people know I spent some time in prison, which was for violence. And the prison that I ended up with was quite a well-known prison. It was Wakefield, which is better known as Monster Mansion. And no, it isn't all paedophiles. There is a lot of normal prisoners there.
GG.
And
Monster Mansion.
none of those type of people, paedophiles, associate with normal prisoners.
No,
Because,
they're
and
there.
I was serving time with prisoners who were in there for life sentences for murder, double murders, real nasty stuff.
Yeah.
And those lads did not want to associate with somebody who'd done anything with a child.
No.
They're not even
I mean,
considered human.
What gets me is they'll let those sort of prisoners out. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's not been treated very well in prison over the years. Is he mentally stable? Perhaps not. But somebody like Charlie Bronson or Charles Salvador, as he's known these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hard
don't
one.
get it.
I see. Has he served his sentence? Yes.
Oh, motherfucker, his sentence.
Has he?
I mean, yeah, he's done some fucking stupid shit while he's been in.
Very.
Inside.
Yeah. Is
We
he
all
fit?
can all agree on that.
Is he fit to come straight out of prison back on the street? No.
Perhaps not. No.
He'd have to have like a period of time where he maybe an open prison.
Yeah,
He was allowed out. And...
I mean, he's been banged up. What, since late 70s, early 80s?
He got out. He got out 70, 78, 79. He came out and went back after, I think it was 8 weeks.
Yeah.
He got arrested.
So I mean, the world is a totally different place from when he was last out. Yeah, he'll have some experience of what the world is like, but well, this is what you get with the. I don't want to go all political again, but this is what you get with these certain lobby groups.
Yeah.
In the EU, the EU is like the American political system. It's run by lobby groups.
Yeah. I watched. I quite enjoyed that. The new Full Monty. I enjoyed parts of it.
I've not seen it all. I've seen bits and bobs,
and some of it was quite funny.
Yeah.
But there were some bits in there that I thought bit odd. You know, there are bits that I wouldn't have put there.
Mind you, it's based in Sheffield, so it's all fucking odd in Sheffield.
Yeah. There were definitely
and
some
I can say that because I don't live far from Sheffield.
There were definitely some bits in there that were I could see why it could make you cry, Gemma. Yeah. Yeah, there were some bits in there.
Fucking hell, especially them last couple of episodes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're in a world that is changing all the time. More and more and more and more.
And not necessarily for the better.
And no, not for the better. Which sounds like we're being the old person thing, you know. All right, we're better in my day. Well, I'm not saying it was better in my day necessarily. There was more racism when we were younger.
Yeah, there were definitely a
There
lot
was
of that.
there was gay bashing and all of
Yeah,
that, which I do not agree with.
no, definitely not. I
um,
mean, Matt, you
I,
know my views on this. I don't give a monkey's whether anybody's gay, straight, bi, whatever.
yeah.
You you're either somebody who's decent or you're not. End
The
of.
only, the only thing I will draw a line at in like if you want to term it as a sexual thing is if it's against children
Yeah.
or
Oh, yes.
that is yeah,
That is a
well,
no-no.
or if it's forced rape thing, things of that type. Obviously that is yeah. But I don't have a problem with somebody if they're gay,
No.
bisexual, heterosexual, whatever. I don't have an issue. So long as
Funny you should say that, Bill. Not necessarily where that bit was filmed, but you know the bit where the guy held it up and locked the doors. I know exactly the story that was talked about, and that job centre was not actually in the centre of Sheffield when it happened. It was on the outskirts, and I was driving past that job centre when the police fucking raided it, fucking got the doors broken down. I remember that happening. Fucking drove past that job centre. Gee,
the easiest way, Gemma, if you're on about helping people in any way, right? If you're on about regarding mental health, is most of the time being there for them
yeah,
to talk to.
yeah, just being an ear to listen.
But I will say one thing: be careful how much you take on,
Correct.
because sometimes things can get quite dark. In fact, very dark.
Yeah.
Um, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's
Bill,
not. It's got to be kind of brutal with them.
agree more with you there, Bill. Couldn't agree more with you. I've never known anybody that's gone through that, or I don't think I have. But yeah, rapists and the other thing that we were talking about a few minutes ago. Nah, they are the fucking scum of the earth.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in here already know I was, I ended up being abused, raped as a child. I was molested as a child, but it wasn't by adults. It was by two older boys when I was a kid.
Yep, same.
I don't have an issue with talking about this because I've dealt with a lot of it. Does it affect me a little bit still? I suppose, yeah, but it's part of my life. It's part of the life story. So, yeah. But it's certainly where my hatred of that whole paedophile type thing comes from.
Yeah,
It's a deep
same.
seated thing for me. So I certainly understand that part of things.
No, Jim, you're not there to help. You're just there for cosplay.
Nothing wrong with a bit of cosplay.
I'm saying no.
Yeah, I do, G. Yeah, I do. It's amazing when you talk about this is the thing. This is what I'm trying to sort of say to Gemma. If you can feel that you can open up about your personal things, which can be hard,
Yeah,
you'll find other people start to talk about their personal things because think, hold on a minute, they've been through what I've been through. I can talk about it.
yeah.
It
Or
gives you
they've
that.
been through something similar.
Yeah, it gives them that confidence to go. Oh, I've been through the same, you know, and this, that, and it's yeah, it's a lot of it is talking mental health.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good thing, that, Jim. That picture frame.
Unfortunately, Block, it's not an uncommon thing.
No, it's not. It's not.
That's what makes me so angry. And it's still going on. And now you get these people who want to say they're minor attracted people, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Don't try and normalise it. Fuck off.
you can't normalise shit like that.
No. You shouldn't want to normalise stuff like that. If you want to normalise it, there's something wrong with you as well.
Yeah.
I don't give a monkeys. I'll say it.
Yeah. There are many people in positions of power have been involved in that sort of thing.
Yep. We know we don't need to name any names, but we all know who they are over in this country.
Yeah. I have no doubt in the States there are probably a lot more.
Yeah.
I have no doubt of that. It's when you sit and you look at a child and you think you look at your child and I have this habit of it's part of the schizophrenia. I have to analyze fucking everything. You know, I have to analyze things, and I've
Agree
even
with you 150% there, Bill.
And tried working out why are they attracted to a child. Why are they attracted?
Yeah. No.
There is something so wrong with them.
Exactly.
I don't think they are treatable. I don't think these people are treatable. Not in that way. Only one way.
Definitely Cecilio. Absolutely.
Yep.
It's like I've said countless times. Just be there. Just be there for somebody. Just to chew your ear off. Can help. You don't have to say anything. Just be there.
Sometimes all somebody wants is somebody who'll sit there and go, and sort of and listen. And maybe now and again say, "Well, you fucking idiot! You're not. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're wrong about that." But blah blah blah. Blah. It's all you need.
Yeah. So sometimes people just need to rant and just have somebody just to sit there and, excuse me, just have somebody just to rant to, not even have any answers. Yeah, you've gone a bit blurry again, dude.
Oh, fuck's sake! You're not worried. You're not losing your.
I know I've had a few beers, but
Yeah, you're not losing your eyesight. No. I have gone blurry. That's an improvement for everyone. Are we back?
Yeah.
What's going on with this freaking camera? That's still blurry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Bit 8. Probably finish it soon anyway. I'll be done for over 3 hours here. If people want us to carry on, we'll carry on. It probably is, Bill.
You could be right, Bill. You could be right.
Dude, if you ever want to chat about any of your issues, you know where we are. You know, we've got the Nutters Inc. room. You're always welcome in there. Always. Just give us a ping. Always welcome. Anybody is.
Yes, block. Ha 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 ha.
No, I'm not running through OBS, Jen. Just running straight into StreamYard.
I think it's just the camera that it's getting old and knackered. And
Knackered like the rest of us.
Yeah. Right. So, Gemma, I will find any books and reading that I can find for you that may help. I'll see if I can find some other
No, I get that, G. No problems, mate. But
possible
no,
sites.
if you ever want to have even just a rant, just give us a ping and we can sort something out. Yeah, we'll get another 10 minutes or so and then we'll call it there.
I blur everything, mate. That's me.
Yeah. It's that Lincolnshire internet.
Powered by cabbages.
Anytime, G. Anytime, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, you're always welcome on these streams. We had a good laugh last time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice to talk to you again. It really was. He looked a lot happier this time than the last time I spoke to him.
Yeah.
He was having a bit of a...
Seems to be in a decent place at the minute, and hopefully we can keep him there. But he's not in Ireland, not yet, anyway.
This is Potato Vision. I'll have to check.
Hey, I've not spoken to Matt about this, but we're going to do one on 19th of July. That is the 5th anniversary of this channel, my channel. So we're definitely doing one on that day because I'm off that day. Yeah. So we definitely. So if you want to come on, whether you want to stop on for the full stream or just come on for a bit, let me know. You're more than welcome, dude. More than welcome. Anytime, dude.
We try.
I'm not sure about good people. We're just people.
Yes, Bill. Oh, God, getting all the abuse. He's getting it all in now, isn't he?
He is. He's getting his digs in. Awesome, man. Awesome. We'll sort that out. Whoa. Steady on there. Steady on. Whoa. I don't know what you've heard about us, but it's all true.
What? Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
I'm not sure what Gemma is suggesting.
Well, I have one or two ideas, but you don't want to know them.
Yeah, I have a funny idea. I think I know what you suggested to do.
Yeah. yeah, Jim. We don't need ideas.
We're clueless.
Speak for yourself.
I'm an idiot and I know it.
And I resemble that remark. Oh dear. Yeah. If anybody wants to come in the after stream, just give us a ping.
Yeah,
And we may or may not send you the link, or we may just send you to somewhere different. No, if you want to come in, more than welcome.
and I'll try and get the blurry camera sorted.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I think we'll call it there. Fucking hell, 3 hours 20. Hey, we've not done bad.
Aye.
Absolutely, G. I'll send you a link.
Yeah. Be good to talk to G.
No worries, Bill.
Oh, that's it. He comes in, insults me, and then naps off to bed. Yeah, git.
Well, what do you expect? It's Bill.
Night, night, Bill. I'll see
See you later,
you
dude.
tomorrow, buddy.
But yeah, if you want to say your goodbyes, Matt.
It's been a varied show tonight, is all I can say.
Yeah, that's definitely one word for it.
Varied. It's been a good one, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
enjoyed it.
some of the information that we've put out is been maybe useful.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, I'm not. But anyway, so hopefully it might be useful. Hopefully, I'll be able to sort Gemma out with some books and some information, so that's not an issue. But I will say, I hope everyone has a good rest of the weekend. I am live again tomorrow night with David, Salford Vapor.
Are you live tomorrow afternoon?
And tomorrow afternoon. The grumpy git himself, Salford Vapor.
Poor Salford.
Dave's all right, bless him.
Nah.
Going back through a rough time at the minute with his brother and various things. But,
no, I get that.
Yeah, so that's it from me. So I hope everybody has a good weekend. If you need a chat, give one of us a shout, guys.
You know where we are.
We'll try and help you. So, yeah, thank you for dropping in, guys. And over to Lee.
Yep. Thanks for everybody for coming in. Whether that was a Facebook glitch or not, where we got quite a few people in viewing, I don't know. But yeah, if it wasn't, thank you for popping in, even for the 20 seconds that you were in. Now it's been a good show, like I said. Lots of topics covered there, and yeah, everybody's been active in chat, helping each other out. On as Matt says, you know where we are. Give any of us a ping on any of his social medias, and we'll try and help you out the best we can. And all I've got to say is keep it loud, keep it heavy.